right. And don't worry, I'll turn off the light once we start to kind of wind it down, but just so Bill can see us. Wait, let's go ahead and get started on our backs. Yeah, and then from there, I'm going to do a little bit more work. So, Buster, you're all good.
You might have been. So it says yoga session phase 2.
Yeah.
But then when I look at my reservations, it says squash.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
As long as you're not supposed to be in squash. And
Just call them on the phone.
yeah, totally fine.
Yeah, I think that trust.
Right. So once you're here, put your palms up and close your eyes. Everyone just hear me, right? Yeah, cool. It's the basketball return, just like the old days. And slowly, once you're here, thinking about your back. So oftentimes when we breathe, we often think of breathing through the front of your body, the sides of your body. We often forget that your toes basically a cylinder. So as you're here, as much as a deep breath that you can take in these masks, really think about the feedback of the ground to your back. As you inhale, have the sense of expansion, and then as you exhale, contract. And then just starting out with the neck here first. So as your right palm simply flips down, you're going to look over towards the left shoulder. So turn towards the left. Inhale, you're going to come right back center. And then left palm flips down, look towards the right. And then come back center. And just continue slowly like this here. Yeah, I think I'll be flipping in pancakes, so you don't want to flip them. Yeah, super simple movement, but it's just to get your neck and your shoulders a little bit more open here. So as you come back center, let's bring your right arm underneath the left. So just give yourself a big hug and move a little bit more side to side. So here you're just kind of opening up right in between shoulder blades. So lift one shoulder blade off the floor and then gently open everything right back up, and then left arm underneath the right. Move a little bit side to side. to slowly, as you come back center, bend your knees and set your feet about mat width apart and start to windshield wiper your knees side to side. Yeah. Good. So have your feet apart. Then from here, add on with your arms. So you can take hold of opposite elbows or clasp your hands and reach your arms up. And move your arms to the opposite direction from your knee. Exactly. So it's like a little bit of this. Make them big and slow or small as you want. So right here, just kind of getting the spine ready. And just as slowly here, this time, let's come on to your right side. So if you have something underneath your head, great. You can even just grab a towel, place underneath your head, or you can bend your right arm and kind of have your right arm as a little pillow. And then your left hand comes behind your head, and then this next inhale, lift your head, left arm, left elbow up and over. And then as you exhale, gently close. So don't worry if this movement isn't smooth right off the bat. There might be a little bit of resistance there. Completely fine. Just kind of coax your way through it rather than forcing it. Good, yeah. So rest your head, nice. Okay. So now I'm getting a little bit more into the lower body twist this time. So you're going to drop your elbow down, and then this next one, this top hip, top knee kind of lifts up, and then exhale, drop it right back down. And feel free to open it up just a little bit more than how I'm demonstrating. I'm going to be demonstrating certain movements a little bit more conservatively, but option for you to go a little further if that feels better for you. Yeah, exactly. So you're kind of opening everything up and then closing. That's it. Yeah, and then this next time, feel free to come all the way in your back, soles of your feet together, knees apart. And then once you're here, hands by your side, slowly start with one side at a time. So right arm is going to lift up as you set your right foot down onto the floor. And then as you exhale, right arm lowers as your right knee opens up. And then switch, left arm lifts as your left knee lifts up. And then exhale, slowly lower right back down. And just continue to alternate right here. Good. Yeah, and then after the left side, maybe both arms and feet lift up. So use your inner thigh strength to kind of draw in. Yeah, there we go. And then exhale, slowly lower right back down. Perfect. Okay, and then just as slowly here, as you bring your knees in, move over to the other side, your left side. Again, feel free to have a towel underneath your head if you need. If you need a towel, let me know. I can kind of act as a little bit of a blanket. Top hand comes behind your head, elbow in, inhale, lift your elbow up and over, and then exhale, lower down. Yeah. So this first one, just keep your knees together. Just kind of do this little isolation for your shoulders here. Yeah, until you find the sense of ease in this movement. And then slowly here, if you haven't already, feel free to open the knees and the elbows up, and then exhale, close them down. So this range of motion, again, completely up to you. Again, you gotta do it again, that's it. And then close, yeah, and then open, and then close, yeah. Yeah, and then slowly when you're ready, come all the way back onto your backs. And then once you're here, just draw your knees to your chest. And this is where I'm gonna just start to open up a little bit more into the hamstrings. So as you pull your knees to your chest, inhale, extend your both feet and your arms up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, pull your knees in towards your chest. Inhale, reach your feet all the way up, and then exhale, really pull them. Yeah, there we go. I know it might not feel like very much right off the bat, but it is doing a lot for the hamstrings. And now, once your knees come in towards your chest, just give them a little hug and start to circle your knees here in one direction. So you're releasing through the low back, releasing through your sacrum. And then reverse. And then slowly when you're ready, you're going to set your feet down onto the floor. It's coming to figure four here. So keep your left foot onto the floor, right ankle right above your left knee. And then you're going to draw your right knee towards your face, away from your face, towards your face, away from your face. Yeah, there we go. Yep, you got a Zulita, that's it. But you're going to pull in and out. So that way, with this leg You're starting to kind of open up a little bit more to the other hands, kind of in that direction. And your other hips. So I'm sneakily going into that. Great, yeah. Once the joints are starting to kind of get a little bit more warmed up, the muscles are start to become a little bit more cooperative. At least that's my hope. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring your right knee away from your face and just move your hips a little bit more side to side here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so to further stretch out into the empty hands, bring your right foot all the way down towards the knees. Also keep your right ankle right above your left knee, and you're going to set your right foot all the way down. You got it. And then draw your knee away from your face. You guys are just out it. And you can always kind of shift around and find your point that feels the best to you. Because sometimes drawing the right knee away from your face is going to yield a very different sensation than drawing your knee towards your face. And then slowly you'll come right back center and set both feet right back down. And then bring your left ankle right above your right knee and just keep your right foot onto the floor, left knee towards your face, away from your face. And just kind of feel it out here. Sometimes the side is a little bit stiffer. Yeah, and then slowly here when you're ready, first shift your hips side to side before coming into kind of like a little twist. And then slowly, yeah, when you're ready, come into that twist and just pause. Your left foot on the floor towards those brown boxes. And then just as slowly as you come right back center. Yeah, bring both knees in towards your chest. And again, this time with one hand at each knee, start to circle your knees away from each other and towards each other. Yeah. So again, getting a little bit more into the hips there. And then reverse. then just to slowly, either come into a fetal position on one side and then just simply press up, or you can roll up. Okay, we're going to extend below your right leg all the way out, left leg draws in. Inhale, when you're ready, you're going to reach all the way up, and then exhale, side bend here. So we're going to do that same sort of movement. Bring your left hand behind your head, left elbow lifts up, and then exhale, left elbow draws down. And just a few more times. So this time it's going to start to stretch out a little bit more through the low back. So keep your outstretched foot fairly flexed. So then it protects the knee. Good. Next, as you come right back up, just come into a slight twist. So bring your left hand behind your right hand onto your knee, lengthen your spine, and then you'll just look over your right shoulder. Draw your left shoulder back a little bit. Yeah, exactly. So now we're going to open up a little bit more into the neck. So keep both sit bones down to the floor. Sometimes as we twist that top bottom hip kind of just wants to lift up. Just encourage it. And then slowly as you come back center, left elbow over your right. Give yourselves a big hug or come into full Gardasana and just start to move a little bit side. Any movement, big or small here. So hopefully it starts to loosen up a tiny bit more. Oh, good. And stay there as long as you want. And then keep your hips down. As you unwrap on your arms, walk your hands kind of at a little diagonal towards the left, but draw your right sit bone down so that way your low back will get a bit more. That's it. Yeah, exactly. And then just as slowly as you come right back up, you'll just switch your legs, lengthen, and then bring your right hand behind your head, lift your elbow up, and then exhale, release your elbow right back. Yeah, so just continue here. This range of motion, completely up to you. If you want to go a little bit bigger, definitely go high. So next couple of breaths or so, we'll come into that twist. So as you slowly lift up, right hand behind you, left hand onto your right knee, and then gently twist. Maybe look over your left shoulder, and that's going to give you an extra opening for your neck. Slowly as you come back center, maybe bring your right elbow over your left. Give yourself a big hug or full Gardasana and move a little bit side to side. And just as right as you're going to unravel your arms, bring your hands down and walk in the direction of your right knee. feel free to come right back up. Let's cross the ankles, roll over your shins, and take your hands and lift underneath the shoulder, knee under your hip. So inhale, chest up, go into my collarbone, and then exhale. So just remember, you're moving for the middle part of your spine. And slowly as you come back center, extend your right leg straight back, use the ball of your foot and back and forward. Push back. So, rub your right heel down, left shin angles out. Okay, so if you want more of a back bend, walk your left hand back, right heel back, just about a couple inches. And then your right arm lifts up, and now you have a little bit more open space in front of your body. Yeah, that's it. Really press into the outer edge of your right foot. And so that might kind of open up a little bit more to the side body. Top arm might reach all the way up overhead and just kind of open up a bit more to the intercostal muscles. Exhale, settle your hands and knees right back down to the floor. And then left leg extends straight back. Dig the ball of your foot down, push back, come forward, push back, come forward. Good. Yeah. And then from here, we'll do that same thing. So draw your left heel down, and then maybe your right hand draws back, left foot draws back. Right shin angles open, and then you're just going to open it right here. Good. Yeah, so any sort of variation with the arms you like, feel free. Just as long as you're not pulling all the way downwards, there is a sense of resisting the gravity. So let your oblique muscles kind of move away from the ground. And then as you exhale, slowly release everything right back down. Knees in line with one another, hips right above your knees. You're going to walk your fingertips forward, forehead or chin to chest onto the floor. Just take a deep inhale, exhale here. Going into this nice little symmetrical pose. Good. And then as you exhale, slide your hips all the way towards your heels. Walk your hands over towards the right. So you can remain with your head down on the floor, yeah. And then walk your hands over towards the left. See if you reach out. And so as you come back center, bring your palms together, elbows into the side of your head. Let your fingertips reach towards the ceiling or continue to reach towards your hips. So everything gets really long in your side body, as well as your tricep.
And then gently re-extend everything out, and slowly, in your own time, start to make your way into your down dog. So you're gonna tuck your toes, lift your hips up and down. Good, so you can feel that the heels shake out your head and keep your fingertips wide. See some of you want to do that, so feel free to come forward into a plank. So once you come forward into plank, just make sure your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Keep your hands right where they are, and then lift your hips up and down. Yeah, you can bend your knees. Yeah. That's it. Yep, that's it. Good. And then lift yourself and down. Perfect. Okay. So from here, we're going to start with your right leg. So you're going to step your right foot towards your right thumb. To a 45-degree angle and open it up into warrior two. So just remember with warrior two, your hips don't have to be perfectly squared. Your hips can kind of draw inwards just a little bit. It's making a huge difference for me. So you're gonna reach them out. And this next time, lift your right heel up. Exhale, lower them right back down. Good, inhale, lift your right heel. Yeah. And then exhale, lower them right back down. Good. Okay, so from here, as you set your heel down, just remain with this really nice strength into your inner thigh. And from here, clasp your hands, draw the knuckles back, and hinge upper body forward just a few inches. So keep your back leg all the way down to the floor. Great. So now you're opening up right into the low back as well. And then just to slowly release your fingertips and reach your right arm all the way up overhead, and then pause right here. Great, yeah. Okay, and then from here, you're gonna reach everything all the way out. Draw your left ear next to your left shoulder. So left hand takes hold of the left side of your head, and then right arm starts to circle whatever that feels the best to you here. Yeah. Keep your front knee bent. Keep pressing down into your front heel. Good. Just kind of different opening here as you reach your arm out, your right arm out, right thumb down, bend your elbow, hook it behind you. And you can bring your left hand behind your head and then move it back a little if you want. And that just sort of opens up into kind of a different area of the shoulders. Good. Yeah. And then just as slowly, you're going to come right back center. Okay, and then we'll switch. So lift your back heel up and start with your left hip. Turn it forward and then step. That's it. Yeah. And then you're going to grab that into your left foot. So demonstrate this way. And then step back into your right. Again, turn your hips open. It doesn't have to be perfectly squared. Yeah. So bend through the front knee. Reach your arm all the way out. Yeah, there we go. Really press down into your front foot. Just make sure your front knee is pointing towards the second toe. And then as you exhale, interlace your hands, draw the knuckles down, and hinge your body forward just a few inches here. That's it. So now you're opening up right into your flexors. And then as you exhale, release your fingertips and just come into a little reverse warrior. And as you come right back center, let's bring your right ear next to your right shoulder, right hand on the right side of your head, and then left arm lifts up and down, circle. It can be completely up to you. So once again, I'm just getting into the neck. And whenever you're ready, you can stay right here or thumb down, bend your elbow, hook it behind you. right hand behind your head, move back a little bit. Mhm.
I mean, you're supposed to like go forward or not?
Right there is fine. Yeah. Good, and then just as slowly as you come right back up. At this time, you're gonna lift your left toes up and then turn all 10 toes to face forward here. Good. Okay, so from here, you're gonna have your hands behind you, or you're gonna reach your arms out. So, I'm gonna demonstrate here first for you, Bill. And so as you exhale, you're going to hinge your hips back, just bend your right knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge your hips back, bend your left knee, and then come right back up. Yeah, exactly. So it's a little bit a skater, you like, yeah. There we go. So now you're just kind of opening up into the inner thighs. And if you kind of feel a little peaky through the hips, that's completely normal. And then slowly here, reaching right back up. Option to reach your arms out, and then as you exhale, if the hands come down to the ground, great. If it feels uncomfortable in any way, bring your hands above your knees. Because once again, the goal here is you just want to open without closing anywhere else. Good, that's it. So really push a little bit more weight in towards the heels, so it doesn't lift off the floor, but tilt forward at the same time. Good, and that's where you're going to really feel this in your hamstrings. Great. And then even from here, you can start to kind of bend one knee and then the other and see if that changes up the sensation here. And then hands onto your hips, long inhale, lifts you right back up. Inhale, roll shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back. Okay. So a little bit of balance pose, but before we're going to kind of practice into it just a tiny bit. So actually, you know what? Let's step towards the top of the mat here, and let's go into chair pose. We're doing a lot of wide leg out. I'm just going to close it in just a little bit. Bend your knees, fingertips scoop to the ground. Inhale, lift. So shift a lot of weight in towards your heels, so your toes lift up. Yeah, that's it. And then inhale, push down into your heels as you lift, and then exhale back into chair, shifting right back. Yep. So make sure your knees are behind your toes. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Okay, so this next time, as you stay in chair, pause right here. You can reach your arms a little wider. That's absolutely fine. You can sit down a little bit more into more of a deeper chair. And just as slowly come right back up. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to continue with that. You're going to bend into your right foot, step back with your left. It doesn't have to be too big here. You're going to reach your arms out. And we kind of did this last week, so it's kind of similar. It's what I like to call the quarter moon. So you're going to reach your arms out. And then really try to stabilize through the front thigh, especially the top thigh, especially the outer thigh. And then from here, as you lean forward, bring your back leg to hover. Good. Yeah, nice and good. That's it. And exhale. You can tap your toes, lift, tap your toes, lift. Yep. Okay, be very conscious of your standing leg, and then exhale, rebend, set your foot right back down, release. Good. Okay, we'll just do that one more time. Inhale, you're gonna reach. It's a kind of a pattern of falling, right? There's a tendency to kind of do that. So think of really stabilizing through the core, through your glutes. And then settle. Okay, now we're coming into maybe half moon pose. So feel free to have something in front of you. Don't feel like you have to be completely perfect with this. It's gonna be a little bit wobbly. So you're gonna step your back foot out a little bit, reach your arms out. And again, you can continue with this quarter moon. Otherwise, draw your leg in and then slowly flex your foot. This top leg goes no higher than hip height. As far as I was gonna go. Good, yeah, there we go. Remember, you were already kind of doing this on the floor. Yeah, so it's almost like mid-cartwheel, right? And then as you exhale, have both feet right back in. Darn, we'll have one more side, I want to, I promise. So, yeah, shake it out and ground down into your left foot. Just small step back with your right. So we'll kind of have this sense of practice here. Reaching your arms out, bend through the front knee, lift your back leg up, and pause. Good. Yeah, got to build a bit. And then as you exhale, slowly set your back foot down. And then inhale, lift. Already halfway there. Good. Okay, and then as you set your foot down, just if you're ready for the half moon, feel free to go into that, bringing your back leg a little further. Because it is a bigger pose, but don't worry about popping into the pose immediately. It's a very gradual balloon here. Bring your back leg in, stabilize your front foot, flex your back leg, up. Don't forget to breathe. Nice. Your knee will fall. So kind of open. And then slow in motion lifts you up. You can step both feet and let them parallel. Yeah, there we go. Inhale, roll shoulders up. And then exhale, roll back. You're going to sweep your arms all the way out and up. And then as you exhale, move soft, hinge forward. Maybe take hold of opposite elbows and swing a little bit side to side. You can come into a full forward fold. Yeah, there we go. Especially if this is releasing. Yeah, so you're looking towards your knees. This one's another. It's getting harder for me to demonstrate. Okay. All right, and then from here, plant your hands and you'll step back. And feel free to go into your down dog. Those of you who want to flow and the feeling really good on your spine, feel free to go into that here. Make sure your elbows are kind of folded in. And then exhale. And then send your knees down onto the floor and just slide back into child's pose really briefly. And then just to slowly come all the way forward and onto your belly. So I'm going to just speak at you with this one. So as you go all the way onto your front side, stack your hands directly on top of one another, forehead on top of the stacked hands, and just wiggle your hips free. Good. Yep. And that's going to release your low back, your hips. That's it. And you can curl your heels to your seat and just move a little bit side to side. And then gently release your legs
so all the way down right here. A little bit of backward. So bring your arms to a bit more of a cactus arms here. And you're going to come into Shalabhasana. So inhale, lift your upper and low body off the floor. And then reach your arms towards the front windows, or front ears. And then as you exhale, pull your elbows down. You're kind of floating your elbows up. Yeah, exactly. And then reach it. Just make sure that the shoulders aren't creeping towards your ears because they are going to be stealthy about that. Okay, so this next one is going to work into the lower back muscles. So bring your arms in, set your palms down, your forehead down. Yeah. And then now inhale, you're going to lift your upper body up, legs up, and your feet are going to go about mat width apart. No wider than that. And then exhale, bring your feet together. And then open about mat width. And then exhale together. Good, there we go. Good. And then slowly here, release right back down. Okay, so I'm going to do just one more. This one will also engage into the backs of your legs. So keep your hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to lift your upper body up as you bend your right heel to your seat. Yeah. And then exhale, lower right back down. Inhale, lift your upper body up as you bend your left heel to your seat. Yeah. Exhale, lower right back down. Perfect. And just keep alternating this way. So draw your elbows in just a little bit. You can keep your hands down. Yeah, good. And then from here, maybe both legs bend here. Inhale, lift your upper body, curl your both heels in, and then exhale, release. That's it. So just one more, and then we'll be done. And then exhale. Perfect. Let's go right back into child's pose here. So extending the arms all the way forward, heels to your feet. We'll just stay here for a few more breaths, just to kind of stretch out into the back. So just make sure our elbows are definitely onto the floor. Your tailbone is getting quite heavy towards the feet. So when you're ready, as you come up, come all the way onto your back. So once you're all the way on your back, set your feet hip width and parallel. Good. And then as your head is all the way onto the ground, just press your low back down to the floor, and then inhale, bring your low back into neutral position. You notice your low back's never really quite touching the ground, right? So it's a neutral position. And then exhale, press your low back in non-neutral position. Good.
It's like a mini reverse lunge.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Yeah. And it starts to kind of open up the back. That's if you start to feel there. And so then bring your spine back into a neutral position. Then just doing a bridge flow. So keep your feet about hip width and parallel. Inhale, lift your arms up, lift your hips up. Push more weight with the instep of your feet. And then exhale, release right back down. So you want to keep your knees parallel. And so when you're ready, keep your hands down and just stay in bridge pose here. Lift your hips up. And you can walk your shoulder blades in a little bit closer really press your shoulder blades and triceps down to the floor. You have a little bit more support, and your ankles are underneath. Really draw your toes forward. Yeah, there we go. That's it. And then as you exhale, slowly release right back down. Yeah, and just kind of pause with your hips down to the floor. We'll come into another reclined twist rather. So if you want, feel free to bring your right leg over your left. Whatever variation, sometimes just extending your top leg out might start to open up to the outer hips too. Yeah. So we'll start by twisting towards the mirrors here first. Just as slowly as you come back center, feel free to switch over to the other side. Just as slowly come right back center, draw your knees to your chest. Like a bit to happy baby. So hands to the instep or the outside of your feet and just move a little bit side to side. Yeah. Perfect. And it just says, whenever you feel complete, just come into your Shavasana. Now you can do hips at the wall. So your palms will be flipped up. your eyes closed. And start to look into some fingers. You can reach your arms all the way up overhead. And then start to draw your knees to your chest and zoom a little bit side to side. And when you're ready, either rolling straight up or come into a fetal position and then roll shoulders up and then exhale, roll them back into zero. Reach your arms out and up. And then palms come together. Straight to the line. Again, just pause here. Quietness of it all. Just one very deep inhale here. Exhale. Show gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Francis.
Thank you.
Thank you, Francis.
Thank you.
Very good.
Good, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I turn on the lights. See.
Yeah.